Saturday marks 5 years since the murder of Lindsay Buziak. The young Saanich realtor was stabbed to death after being lured to a home that she was showing to people she thought were potential buyers. Police in those 5 years have made no arrests, and now Lindsay's father is back in Victoria, leading a memorial walk on Saturday and once again demanding justice for his daughter. He spoke to CTV's Stephanie Sherlock.
She had a huge heart, a booming smile, and when she entered the room, she grabbed everybody's attention.
You may recognize her face.
We're 5 years now, 1,825 days since my baby was executed.
And certainly her name. Lindsay Buziak, the beautiful young realtor, stabbed to death in 2008 in a Saanich home she was showing to who she thought were potential clients.
She went in there and they viciously tore her apart from here to here, 40+ times, and slit her throat.
5 years later, the brutal murder is still unsolved, despite her father Jeff offering a $500,000 reward and the case being featured on an episode of Dateline.
Who on earth could have done such a thing to a glowing young woman? Someone whose life seemed transparently happy. Someone who seemed not to have any enemies.
Police say it was a targeted hit, that there's no indication Lindsay had any enemies or criminal ties.
This was a planned event, a planned murder, and there's a reason for that. We don't know what the reason is.
But someone out there does know.
We need an eyewitness to come forward, or somebody that has that crucial information that's firsthand, not rumor, not theory, not secondhand.
Depending on the level of sophistication of people involved in those types of crimes, it can be very difficult to drill down to find out who's planned that and why they've planned that.
Police are hesitant to release any further details, but say the case is a priority and investigators are dedicated to finding Lindsay's killer or killers. But no one is more dedicated to that than Lindsay's father. He says he thinks he knows who's responsible and he's close to proving it.
I can guarantee them we are getting close to you.
And he vows he won't rest until they're brought to justice. Stephanie Sherlock, CTV News, Victoria.
Joining us now live in our studios is Lindsay's father, Jeff Buziak, here from Calgary. Jeff, thank you for being here with us tonight. In a way, it seems hard to believe it has been 5 years, certainly an agonizing 5 years for you. Do you have any confidence at this point that Saanich PD will ever solve the murder?
Well, I have to believe that the murder is going to be solved. It saddens me to come out here again to realize that you can get away with murder in Saanich. That doesn't make me happy at all. So I don't think in a way now, will they, won't they? I just have to believe in my being that it's going to be solved. One way or the other, it's going to be solved.
Have you, I mean, you said in Stephanie's report, and you've told us before, you have an idea who you think did it. Have you shared all the information you have with police? I
share everything I get, I know, and that I feel with the Saanich Police. And I believe everybody, you can do a poll wherever you want. People have a pretty good idea what happened here. We all tend to agree that it was somebody close to Lindsay that was involved in her execution-style murder. So if you think about yourself or your friends, how many people are really close to you? If you say like really close, I say for most of us it's 10 or under. So we've had 1,825 days for Saanich Police to investigate 10 or fewer people to find out which one of those are involved in Lindsay's murder. So it makes you wonder, what's really going on? They don't seem to want to talk to us about it. They don't want to release any information. They don't tell us if they have suspects. Do you know that we have a majority of Lindsay's girlfriends walking around fearing for their lives every day? It saddens me to know there are killers free in this city right now.
Are Saanich Police up front with you? I mean, law enforcement people will tell you that despite where they may be in an investigation, they won't proceed with the charge if there isn't a reasonable likelihood of a conviction. Is that a reason why we haven't seen a charge so far in this case?
I don't get that far with my discussion with Saanich Police. I tend to get some very superficial talk from them. They don't tell me even that detail, whether they're close or not, or they're prepared to make charges, or the Crown's holding them back. That's not information they release to me at all. There isn't a big exchange of information, and after 5 years, I don't expect there to be. I've accepted that. So I don't ask a lot of questions of Saanich Police. I provide them with a lot of information and just believe that there are arrests going to be made.
It is entirely possible, Jeff, that whoever did it or knows about it is watching tonight. What would you say to that person?
I'd like to say to these people that we're not going away. We're coming for you, one way or the other. If I have to take this to the street, I'm prepared to do that. Right now, I'm hoping the province of British Columbia, the Saanich Police, are going to do their job to uphold the law here. If not, we're going to the street with this.
All right, Jeff Buziak, you will be in the street on a peaceful walk, a memorial walk for Lindsay. It's Saturday, the anniversary of her murder, February 2nd. It starts at 10 in the morning at the Royal Oak Burial Park, and then we'll continue past the scene of the crime, leading up to an event at the Saanich Police headquarters. Jeff Buziak, we thank you for taking time with us tonight.
I really appreciate being here. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Take care.